Rigorous research methods, including both primary and secondary source materials, enable you to contextualize your project in the larger conversations across space and time and communities. It isn't enough actually to tell an interesting story. Ideally, the project will go beyond a mere recounting of events to provide some broader social, cultural, or critical commentary about this region and life within it. That's going to be the goal of all of our projects. But in this first one, I want you guys um, for the project to contain all of the elements that that are listed on the assignment sheet that you can find in a few places, including doc sharing and in the assignments by clicking assignments tabs, and I've linked them a few different places that all take you to the same place, which is where it's downloadable in doc sharing. But think about embedding rigorous research methods in finding the right items, but also think that in this first essay, you're going to get a lot of opportunity to just complete the assignment, add the transitions, and do some cuts and work with these source materials in new ways. So I want you to stretch yourself to your capacity, but not to the point where you're not able to get your assignment in on time. I mean, one of the important things is being able to finish it and upload it somewhere and then share it and get some feedback. And we'll get a chance to do a draft of it and then get some feedback there. But again, I'm going to emphasize Memories of Old ET is an incredible treasure trove of information for you. You're going to find a lot of items or stories and information and recurring themes echoed there that you're going to see in the archives and that you're going to want to look elsewhere for. In addition to accessing source materials in the Northeast Texas digital collections, you're going to, some of you guys have family members or access to former students, or maybe you were a former student yourself in a different era here at Commerce. So, you know, there's certainly a wealth of material right in your immediate environment. It can be in informal archives, alternative archives, that could be in a box at the top of a closet in your family home, maybe. And if you have permission to include those, then we should talk about scanning those. So use this thread too as not just a place to pitch your ideas and make an argument for your ideas, but to explore, for us to explore together how we might actually approach that, given the fact that all of our resource materials are not going to be easy to locate, and that though we're going to have several places to start. And remembering that according to the syllabus, your projects need to begin or end in the digital collections, but they don't have to remain there. So you'll be grabbing other source material from elsewhere, including places, as I've said before, places like Internet Archives, places like Creative Commons that will that have licensed things specifically for your use. So this is the place where you pitch the ideas to the rest of us, where you're asked to define your project enough to pitch it to the rest of us. Your pitch should introduce the project's general topic, provide a rationale for your topic and approach, possible source materials, and a possible description of what the finished project might look like. Of course, your final prep plans are likely to change as you continue to research your topic and collect media, but the pitch is really important even so to ready you for the next step, which we will begin next week, which is defining, collecting, and deciding, and prepping yourself for your working bibliography. Your working abstract, which is going to be a much more concrete description of what your project is going to take care of and happen. And in fact, this week I would imagine several of you guys are going to go ahead and move into this part 2, where you get down to the business of locating the right media. You're not going to use everything you collect, and you're likely to need to collect much more after you begin composing. But so keep Zotero or other way of keeping track of your potentially relevant source materials, but focus on carefully collecting the items that you wish to remix into your digital media project. That's what's our next step. But for now, let's just pitch your ideas.